Hey folks, it's Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, this time on The Deaths of Ian Stone, which came out in 2007. Now, people might not even remember this, 8 Films to Die For. They ran this for a couple years. I don't think they do it anymore. But like every year they would get this group of movies for this After Dark Horror Fest. And to be honest, I don't remember liking too many of them. I remember seeing this one stupid one called Mulberry Street, where it's like people were kind of zombies, but also like were-rats. Like they were part fucking rat, part people. But I do remember not. I like Lake Mungo. I saw that. I reviewed that. I think sometime this year I did. Lake Mungo was pretty good. I actually don't remember hating Butterfly Effect 3. I remember liking it more than the second one, but I haven't seen that in forever. But this is one of the better ones, The Deaths of Ian Stone, because dare I say it, somewhat of an original idea, and it shows what a good idea, it can go a long way. And while some of the effects are questionable to me, I think because you have these creatures, but they put this black mist on them. I'm not sure if you needed that black mist. I mean, it didn't bother me as much as when I first saw it, but it could bother other people more. Like maybe if you just had them, you know, like this, just regular, and not put the black, like CG mist over them. I think that would have helped. But that's really my one complaint about this. I'm not sure what else Dario Piana has done. I guess some of the practical effects was done by, oh no, it says produced by Stan Winston, never mind. But the idea behind this is really intriguing. It's a guy who's a hockey player. The guy's played by Mike Vogel, who I believe was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. And I thought he did a solid job. He's this guy, and he's in love with this girl. He sees this guy in the middle of the road when it's raining, but then this creature, guy becomes this creature and throws him onto a railroad track. He's hit by the train, killed, but then he wakes up, and he's in a different life. And throughout the film, he keeps getting chased by these creatures, and keeps getting killed in more gruesome ways. And each time he gets killed, he wakes up in a different life. Either he's a taxi driver, then before that an office worker, after those he's on unemployment, after that he's a junkie, and he keeps seeing like similar people from the previous lives, but it's like now he's a different person, but then he keeps remembering his past lives, and he has to solve the mystery as to why these creatures keep chasing him, why are they hunting him. How does it keep getting killed and then put into different lives? Thus, the deaths of Ian Stone. Like, why is this happening? I thought that was a really intriguing setup. It was a really cool setup. And the movie, very short. It's under 90 minutes. 87 minutes, it says. There's an hour and 27 minutes. The acting, Mike Vogel does a solid job. I liked the rest of the cast, Jamie Murray, Christina Cole. Let's see, how do I go into it without giving away spoilers? I guess, yeah, I thought it went at a fast-paced pace. The creature work was well done. Again, when you see the creatures, it's just sort of the CG black mist. I don't think you needed that. Like I said before, it didn't bother me as much as it did the first time, but it's something that, did you really need that? No, not really. But as the movie went on, I thought the story became more and more intriguing, and I have to go into it, so it's spoilers from here on, starting now. This old guy stops him as he starts remembering his past lives, and like, oh, they created this for you. They've murdered you every day. These things can alter reality, they can control minds. They don't want you to remember. Remember what? And he either, gets stabbed in the back from this new girlfriend he has, but you realize who that really is later on. There's the paranoia, people watching him, or silhouettes of people watching him, and the old guy warns our lead, don't let him find her. You need her. And that's this girl who we find out is the true love of his life, and then we find out why he does need her. But again, the paranoia keeps growing. He keeps getting killed. He keeps remembering these past lives. He gets attacked in an elevator. He gets chased through garages. He gets hit by a truck. I thought the romance between our lead and the girl was nice. I mean, there's a moment where he's like, "Get as far away as you can from me," and she's like, "Hey, I'm with you." So I thought these were two decent characters. And what these creatures are, they're called harvesters. They can't die. They feed off of fear. It's their drug of choice. But then they realize that pain was an even better drug, especially pain before a violent death. So then they started, instead of being parasites, they became hunters and started killing people to get their pain before the violent death, because that's the drug they have grown to love the most. And you find out Ian Stone, the reason these creatures are messing with him is that he was one of them. And they want to bring him back to the fold or destroy him, and they got to find out either way how to do it. Because they can't die, but Ian Stone in one of his past lives was able to kill one of them. And they don't know how. And there's a moment, it really makes you feel sorry for the character, the lead character, all the stuff he's going through, all the pain, all the deaths. There's a point where he gets tied down, he gets tortured again and again. These saws are used on him. They cut into his chest. It really made me feel really, really sorry for the lead character. I thought that was a nice job they did with that. And then the old guy mentions how, I was kind of in your same predicament. See, what happened was our lead character found love. And the old guy mentions, I found love too. And then, they killed her, she died, and I tried looking for love again and could never find it. Love is more powerful than fear. And I know when I say that, people are like, oh, that's cheesy, that's corny, that's corn fest, corn syrup, Lifetime channel. To me, when that works, it works. And I'm a sucker for it. Whether it be the love being the powerful force, love conquering all. Hey, I'll repeat it. I'm a sucker for that. When done well. I thought it was done well here. And he helps them. And we get our hero finally getting some payback. Stabs one through the back, stabs another in the stomach. He kills more. And his creature looks a little bit different. His has sort of the Fabio, like, long hair, as if it's, Calvin Klein. Well, not Calvin Klein, usually have short hairs, but, like, some kind of hair product. Which I don't know about the long hair. I forgot that's how he looked. So looked a little bit funky at first. I don't know, maybe if he was maybe a white creature. But then maybe some people are like, oh, well, white killing black, huh? Must be racist. So, but I don't know. If you had a different color, people would think it'd be corny. I don't know, just the long hair threw me back a little bit. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's like, oh, okay, he's got long hair. Why does he have long hair? Even as a human, he doesn't have long hair. So I didn't really understand the long hair thing. Again, he looked like Michael Bolton with the hair. Maybe something else he could have done differently. But it's like, great, this character is finally getting some payback. I like the little fight he has with this bitchy creature, which you find out used to be his mate. And she's the one who's been fucked with our hero the most. And I like the little fight where it goes through all the different lives. So, like, through again, And then the fight continues. Is in another past life. I thought there's some pretty neat editing going on. I would like the fight to be a bit longer, or maybe him, kill or like cuts one of their heads off, or like rips one of them apart, like even more massacre that the lead can give to these creatures because they fucked with them so much. Usually, just again, just stats, but cut one of their heads off, rip them in two, cut their arms off, then their legs off, maybe a little bit more of that nature. But he's able to, he saves his girl, kills that other bitch, and creates a new life of his own. And then I like the last bit where now the bad guys are scared of him. And if he sees one watching him, he'll come up to him and he's like, "What's the matter? Are you scared?" So now the villains are scared of the hero. And, that's how the movie ends. I like that note. It's like, man, this could almost be a franchise. Almost becomes an underworld or almost a comic book movie. Because in a way, by the end, it does seem like a comic book movie. In a way. An R-rated comic book movie. Yeah. So I like that aspect too. When I first saw this, I thought it was going to be just ghosts, spirits, maybe a typical downbeat ending. But then when I saw it went that different direction. I thought it was pretty interesting. I didn't see that coming when I first saw it. I mean, obviously I spoiled it, but I did mention there'd be spoilers. But it's like, usually it would have been just some evil ghost or creatures, or he's really dead, he's been dead all along, or something of that. But again, sort of I like the direction it took. Made it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more unique than the other flicks. And that's the thing. I like the lead character, but the actor did a good job. It went at a fast pace. It's a short film, and it's a good story. Kind of an original story. There's not many stories where they keep killing someone and put them in a different life, and then you find out why, the reason for it. Again, not many stories like that. So, an original story. Holy shit! There's an actual original story in this. Wow, I thought there were no more original stories. Now, granted, there's many films I love that are not original. But then you gotta win me over on characters, on... If it's an action film, have some great action set pieces. If it's a comedy, make me laugh multiple times. Give me great characters. Give me fun dialogue. Give me... if it's a splat movie, give some good gory splats. And if it's CGI, make it good CGI, not shitty. Yeah. Impress me with footwork. But if not, a good story goes a long way. That's The Deaths of Ian Stone. I easily think it's one of the better A films to die for flicks. But that's just my opinion. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.